Hello there, John here, and here I am in my hotel room in Canterbury, and I've just finished a creative writing day that I've been leading, which is kind of poetry based, but I didn't insist that people write poetry, but I'm here doing I think 7 days of things as laureate, because I'm Canterbury's Poet Laureate. And what's really lovely about Wise Words Festival is they let me be all of me, so they're not scared of me being meditation teacher John as well. So because there's no way I can divide myself up anymore. I tried for a long time to keep the writing part and the spiritual finder separate from each other, and I just found it was impossible to do. And you know, if you've been following these videos, you know what the last couple of years have been like for me. It got to the point where, you know, you just can't live by anybody else's shape that they want you to fit into, no matter how hard you try. The soul, not the ego, but the soul will not fit into somebody else's shape. And as you come more and more into the truth of yourself, actually it gets harder and harder to put yourself through different shapes. And in the poetry world, something we were talking about today with a few people, we had some kind of very sort of high-end people from the writing world at the workshop. Who feel exactly the same, that the world, I'm sure it's the same in the business world and the arts world, is largely built out of people living an egoic idea of themselves and then applying that to others, and it's not something we can live by at all. So I didn't make the decision to leave poetry world. I haven't left poetry world. I just started living my life. And when I say my life, I don't mean something that's based on ego or trying to shape myself into be something, but to try to live from that place of presence inside, that truth that's inside, the consciousness that comes before everything else that we are. That's all that I'm talking about. And that's not something that's created with the mind. It's not something that's created with our emotions or our heart or however much willpower we've got, or whether you can do headstand or not, or peacock or a difficult yoga pose, or you've done kundalini or anything like that. It's what we all are. We're life itself, and it's about just waking up to that, really. And as I've woken up to that, there's just no way that I can fit, or anybody else, in fact, we can fit into something that's trying to kind of make us put that in a strange box that it won't fit into. And Wise Words, they let me just be all of me. So you get writing teacher, poet, meditation teacher, spiritual teacher, pupil, funny little guy from the north of England, and in turn, because one is living from presence, I meet each person for who they are rather than even what they're presenting, in a way, because you can't meet what's presented in somebody either when you live in life and in truth. All you can do is meet the truth of them, and actually you meet them much better when you do that, because you're not challenging them at all. It's just that you see the love and the life that the person is. So gosh, yeah, I really need this cup of tea. So I'm sorry if I'm so tired. I just wanted to kind of have a little checking in with you, and I wanted to say that I hope wherever you are and whatever you're doing, that you're doing really well, and that you're coming from the truth of your life. And yeah, I just wanted to check in with you a little bit. Rest of the week here, so tomorrow I've got doing a journaling day. I think the journal is a really amazing way of kind of coming into contact with what's unconscious in us, and bringing that into consciousness. It's also very easy with journaling to kind of tell our stories over and over again, so that they hardwire themselves in, so we have to be careful with that. But sometimes we just need to get something down and get it out of us, and then we can elbow a bit of space, and realization and presence can creep in. And I find a journal a real powerful, treasureful way of kind of moving into life, really. And it's also an incredible way of creating new material for creative projects and so on. So that's what we're going to be looking at tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, I'm leading a meditation and well-being day, so that's very definitely in my kind of category and territory. Thursday I'm doing a thing for families. It's just a morning of stuff. I'm actually on Wednesday night doing a poetry reading as well, about the truth of home. I think that's what the title is, or something like that, and where home really is. And of course you know where I'm going to go with that, don't you? It's not in any outward thing. Yeah, Thursday, this thing for families, which is basically some basic sort of meditational stuff and presence-based stuff for children, and the parents are welcome to that. But actually, the person who really needs to do the work in these things will be the parents, not the kids. So I'm kind of luring them in with an idea that this is for the kids, but actually, in order for anything like this to work, it can't be a case of do what I say, not as I do. It has to be as I be, and not even be as I be, but I am in being, and that will have an effect on the rest of the family. And so the onus lies with the parents, not the children. Friday I'm doing like a walk where we just go out and walk, and I'll be giving writing prompts as we walk, and we can write from that. And my God, Saturday a bit of journaling in the morning, and then a poetry reading for young people, kids, but anybody whose heart is beating, but it's kind of younger poems. I expect a lot of noise. And Sunday a bit of journaling. I can't think there's anything else. Then Monday I drive back up to the north, and back to my lovely meditation class on Wednesday, who I'll be missing this week. So hello you lot. Yeah, so if you're around Canterbury, or you're in London and it's only an hour on the train, if you're anywhere within an hour of here, it's actually very easy to get to. Wise Words Festival is very beautiful. We work in this lovely gardens called Greyfriars Gardens, which belongs to a Franciscan training monastery, a very small one that's actually in the city centre, and the fathers are very lovely people. And we have a beautiful new yurt, which you got a glimpse of in the beginning, that all the stuff is taking place in. So, if you would like to join any of these things, there's still some spaces. So if you just Google Wise Words Festival, you can come along. Alternatively, if you'd like me to come and work with you, you're a kind of an organizer, or you'd like to set something up, just get in touch with me, and we'd like to sort something out. I'd really like to travel more and bring kind of particularly the meditation work out in the world. I think it's absolutely vital. I've started doing it a little bit. I did a meditation class for Lululemon, the big yoga company, the other day. They've got a store in Manchester, and lovely Georgina, who is the manager there, she and I could see potential straight away. I went in to buy a yoga mat, which is just over there, my new yoga mat, and got talking to her, and the next thing I know, we're doing a yoga class. God, I don't teach yoga, do I? A little bit, maybe sometimes, but a meditation class together. And what was astonishing was 50 people turned up. There's such a need, such a huge need for something truthful and real and with presence, you know. And so we're definitely going to do more, and if I can, although I'll need some help with it because I don't live in Manchester, if I can find a little venue that we can afford, then I'd love to kind of do a weekly class in Manchester, because it's only an hour's drive for me each way, and I love going into the city. So that's something I'd love to kind of develop as well. So if you can help with that, if you're thinking, God, I'm the right person for this, if you can help with that, then please get in touch as well. I was just saying about journaling before. If you're interested in doing some journaling stuff, there are some journaling videos that I've done already, and I'm exhausted, and I've got a client meeting yet this evening with one of my one-to-one clients. I'll try and put some links down below, and you know, if you've enjoyed this video as rambling and as tired as I am, forgive me. Just wait till you see me by Friday and then Sunday. Please give it a thumbs up, like this video, subscribe to this channel if you're not already a subscriber, and share it if you think it's of value to somebody else. Yeah. Anyway, lots of love, and welcome to my tiny room. I'm going to try and do some yoga here in the morning. There's actually a beautiful garden outside. It was raining very slightly this morning, so it wasn't kind of a yogable. Is that even a word? Yogable? It wasn't yogable in the garden. But hoping tomorrow morning, apparently the weather's going to improve during the week. So if I can get out at sort of 6:30 or so and do half an hour, 45 minutes in the garden, just some breath work and things, that'd be really amazing. Yeah, so I'm going to just relax now with this cup of tea and get ready for my client. Lots of love, and take care of yourself.